What's up guys? So I'm 3 weeks out from my first comp, which is Nationals, and yeah, I'm sitting in a pretty good spot. Today is Saturday the 12th of September, so my comp is the 4th of October. Yeah, so low day macros, just for a quick update, low day macros are protein 220, carbs 275 and fats 70. And then high days, which is just one day, which will be today, so refeed day, is protein 220, carbs are at 450 and fats are at 70, but that'll drop as of tomorrow. I'll probably drop 25 grams of carbs from both days, and we'll see what results we can get kind of throughout the next week, and then I'll decide whether I want to drop it any lower for the last couple of weeks. Just trained out at Woodford's today, so lower body day. We did some RDLs, squats, bit of glute work, some core work. I'm just going to head in now and do a little bit of accessory arms. Well, yeah, a little bit of arm training, get a bit of volume in, then got a myotherapy session today. So I'm currently seeing a myotherapist once a week, basically just to free up the muscles and try and release and break down a bit of fascia, tightness, mainly through my quads and quads, glutes, lower back, and then also up through the pec minor. I'm getting pretty tight, and through the front of the shoulder, so I don't want to be rounded. So I see a myotherapist once a week. Other updates, cardio is still at 3 sessions a week, so 2 interval sessions and then 1 longer cardio session. The longer one just to, I don't know, I suppose burn more calories obviously, but then also just to take down to reduce the intensity a little bit, as I'm training every muscle twice a week anyway, and then 2 intervals, so I don't really want to overdo it. Water is about 4 to 5 litres a day, and that's really it guys. So that's the only real update I've got. I did want to mention something, so I just put a post on my Instagram before, and that's about more and more people I'm seeing lately focusing too much on their cut, while people on a cut focusing too much about, you know, how low they're going to drop their calories, how low their carbs are, or how low their fats are. And you know, in theory, that's what you want to do. You got to be in a calorie deficit. For me, I would suggest anywhere from 300 to 500 calories below your maintenance. But far too many people are losing focus on probably the main thing, and that is their training. So I had a chat today with Christian Woodford about this, and you know, your main focus, whether it be a cut, a bulk, or maintenance, or whatever it is, it should be your training, and it should be progressively getting stronger. If you're cutting, you want to try and maintain that strength, but keep lifting heavy weight, keep lifting with intensity, and not changing your mindset from what your goals are in terms of your strength training just because you're eating in a calorie deficit. So for me at the moment, I'm obviously, for myself, I'm in a pretty big calorie deficit compared to what I'm used to, but I'm still focusing on getting the most out of my sessions. So I place my carbs around my workout time, so I try and have a high carb meal before my workout, and then after my workout. Before my workout, so I have the energy for training. And what that's going to do is give you more energy expenditure and put you in a further deficit, because you are getting the most out of your sessions. If you go into your session, you know, you've been low carb all day, and some people respond better to different things, but if you haven't had much calories, you're fatigued, you're in a deficit obviously, and it's been a pretty prolonged period of time, your energy expenditure from your session, if you're just going through the motions, is going to be shit. So play around with your nutrient timing around your workouts so you can get the most out of your sessions, and more importantly, just keep lifting heavy. My program at the moment, I've got a heavy day at the start of the week for upper and lower, and then hypertrophy work in the second half of the week. So I'm trying to increase my strength on every lift. My bench press has pretty much stayed the same, I'd say probably a slight decrease in strength. Squats and deadlifts are increasing every week, and everything else is pretty much still progressively getting stronger. So don't change your focus for your training just because you're in a calorie deficit. Obviously, there's going to be times where you need to pull it back a little bit, deload, make sure that you're not going to injure yourself, because you are fatigued, you are losing body fat, and you are a bit more susceptible, I think that's the word, to injuring yourself. But your main focus should always continue to be strength, keeping your strength, lifting heavy, progressively overloading, whether you're trying to gain strength, gain power, or hypertrophy. Obviously power is a little bit different, but for anyone competing, you know, you want to look good on stage, you want to look big on stage. So if you're not putting the intensity in your training, then the results are going to be pretty subpar. So probably rambled on a bit there, but that's just what I wanted to add into this video. So I'll see you guys in the next clip.